Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Texas with episode number 4 of the subscriber team build, and this one is a bit different. Back in episode 1, I mentioned that if you guys already have your team constructed and you want me to add to your team with a certain budget, I can do so. So my man Jamie W sent me his team, and I recreated over here in Mudhead. And his team's not bad, man. His offense looks pretty amazing. Weak spot being a left guard, which will probably attack later on, but his offense looks pretty nice. Brandon Marshall at tight end, obviously because he's a really good run blocker, plus he's really good at catching the ball. Monty Ball, great trucking back. Matt Stafford, Jameis Winston, Cooper, and his defense is not bad itself either. There are some mismatched parts here that I'm not really a big fan of, which we'll attack when we get into the video, but his team is pretty good for being at around 300,000 coins. So without further ado, let's go ahead and improve this dude's team. For those looking to buy or sell Madden Ultimate Team coins, check out the Mud store. They have cheap prices, fast delivery, and great customer service. Use code TEXAS at checkout for a 10% discount. So first things first, we're going to be replacing DeMarcus Ware with Mark Barron. The Mark Barron, I know I'm killing him already, and he's probably going to be in everybody's team if I keep doing this, but if you guys compare Mark Barron to DeMarcus Ware, you're pretty much getting better speed and better blocks. You're not getting the power move from Nest move, obviously, but as a guy that can go both in coverage and also come off of the edge, Barron is going to be cool there. Plus, he is about 7,000 coins less. So you're saving coins there. So if you were to sell DeMarcus Ware and then pick up Mark Barron, let's just call it 5K even. Time to reshuffle his cornerbacks up. I'm cool with Patrick Peterson being out here. I am cool with Tremaine Johnson. I'm just not so cool with Joe Hayden being his nickel corner slot. So what I'm going to do with this guy is I'm going to bring in the 87 Roby over him because I'd rather have speed at that spot. Block shedding is cool and all, but speed is more important. And then we'll just leave Hayden on a bench. I would tell him to sell Hayden, but Hayden's like 4K, so there's not really any need to sell that guy for that little. Next, we're going to improve this guy's defensive line and just get some more guys out here to have good block shed. His defensive line is actually pretty cool, so if he's running a 3-4 properly, it'll be Vic Beasley, Eddie Goldman, Derek Wolfe, and Bruce Irvin all blazing the quarterback. And Bruce Irvin is not my first choice, but he does have 94 speed and 82 block shit, so that is manageable. So he can contain the edge, so he's cool there. And then if he doesn't like a guy with his block shed, he can just sub into Darius Smith. So again, Jamie, you built a pretty damn good team, man. It's just very, very budgety, which it's not nothing to be ashamed of. So his defensive line is pretty cool. We're just gonna go ahead and add some depth to this dude's team just in case these guys aren't getting the job done. And of course, we're gonna go with the hog mollies up front at right end, the back of Vic Beasley, just in case this guy decides to swap over to Darius Smith or Bruce Irvin to the opposite side, a guy that can get great block shit, because Vic Beasley's more of a pass rushing defensive end, not more of a guy that's good for run support. So he's cool to be over there by himself to contain the edge, but he's not ideal to stop the run. So obviously we're gonna go ahead and add our man to it. He's very, very cheap, backing him up. So if you do bring Bruce Irvin over here to the left side, Bruce Irvin, to it, Eddie Goldman or Hankins, and then we got to find a guy that can set the edge. Derek Wolfe's not bad. He has like 82 speed though, so he's not ideal. So Darius Smith could be the guy he could be our break glass in case of an emergency guy over here to set the edge, but we could probably find somebody else. So as of right now, we'll put Darius Smith here temporarily till we'll find somebody else. But as of right now, with moving Smith down to defensive line, we got to find a backup outside linebacker for Bruce Irvin on this side. Smith will be fine here, but you gotta have more depth, man. Depth is key. So let's find a guy that works for us that can also protect the edge as well as basically drop back in coverage. I could go with the versatile Gerald Hodges, but yeah, y'all tired of hearing about that guy. So let's find somebody else. I think Anthony Bauer is going to be that guy. I mean, 6'5", great speed, good power move as well, and I think he has decent block shed. So you can basically have this guy out here just in case somebody gets injured for more speed and obviously more height. He didn't tell me who he used, so I'm going to assume he uses defensive line. So either way, he should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and leave Anthony Barr here. He's like 10,000 coins extra as well. And now time to update his linebacking core. Bobby Wagner is cool. Now time to go ahead and find a backup to him because Gerard Mayo is not a guy that should be out here. Gerard Mayo's slow. I think he has like 82 speed, but he has good player recognition. So a guy that pretty much is the best of both worlds, who's also very cheap, is this Danny Trevathan. This dude has great player recognition. He has great speed, great zone coverage as well, and a guy you don't got to use her. So I like these two linebackers here, Bobby Wagner and Trevathan, being out here in the field at the same damn time. And I think that's all we're going to do for the defense right now. So with the addition of Mark Barron, basically give me 5K extra, and the subtraction of 210K, we are down to 70K budget, and I think Trevathan's like 30K, maybe 25. We'll find out at the end of the video what his budget is going to be, because team value at the time was around 310,000 coins, and if we exceed 400,000 coins, we went way over budget. But I think right now this team is on track to be on budget for the 75,000 coins this dude set. So his team on defense is not complete, but is the best I can do as of right now. I do want to get him a better cornerback, but I think we got to focus on offense right now and find this guy a serviceable tight end that's not Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall's cool and all, but you got to have somebody else out here as well, for depth reasons, obviously. So again, his offensive line is pretty cool. Jason Peters is a free card he can get rid of. Same thing with Vollmer, and I don't really see the need to upgrade this Zach Martin, but we got to find a better left guard than this Jack Mute. So I just checked Muhurt's pass block, and it's terrible. It's an 84. This dude's pass blocking is awful. So I'm not going to use Hudson. I'm not going to use Hudson at all, but I will use this Justin Blaylock at that position just to give him an upgraded left guard. And his offensive line is pretty fine from here. Now on to his tight end position. I mean, he can keep Brandon Marshall here, but we need a backup that can pretty much do what he needs to do, which is run block and pass block. And you know who came out that's really good at both? I said run block and pass block. I mean, run block and catch passes. That's what I meant. A guy that came out that's good at both is going to be 93 overall Zach Ertz. That card is amazing. And if you like the color green, you got two dudes to color green at tight end spot now. So this position is pretty much set. Everything else on this dude's team is fine. I mean, he has a lot of speed out here at receiver, which is cool for beating man coverage, obviously. You got John Brown, got Amari Cooper, Tyler Lockett, and Golden Tate. Monty Ball is this dude's halfback, and Giovanni Bernard's back here. So we got to find a better backup halfback than this 86 overall Bernard. Bernard's cool, but there's two players in this game that I don't like. One's Demaryius Thomas. Demaryius Thomas in this game fumbles all the time, and the other guy in the game that fumbles all the time is Giovanni Bernard. So we got to find a backup halfback that gives this guy the speed he's looking for and also ball security, even though, in my opinion, fumbling in this game is completely random. So who are we going to pick up for the low at this position? Today, we just got 99 speed Dree Archer, but I feel like he is going for a bit too much. So instead, we'll go with 91 overall Ronnie Hillman as a backup to Monty Ball. So now we got two halfbacks, and they are pretty much a perfect complement. One guy, very, very powerful, like 98 trucking, really, really good. Pretty much a cheap version of Marshawn Lynch. And the other guy is a cheap version of David Johnson. So our halfback core is set. And now let's see if we are still on track to hit our budget. So it looks like we are over budget as of right now, and I guess that makes sense because I think what's going on is this Zach Ertz is super expensive. But hey, as I mentioned in the previous video, don't you worry about me going over budget. The reason why it is this expensive right now is because these two cards that are in packs for this week's final editions, Mark Barrett and Tuitt, are overpriced as of right now. We are going to be getting LTs tomorrow, like plural. We're gonna be getting 99 Ultimate Legend 24-hour, 48-hour Lawrence Taylor, and also LaDainian Tomlinson. We're getting LTs tomorrow, yo. So those prices should come down crazy like tomorrow. And as a matter of fact, I think I may pull all my coins and packs tomorrow on stream over here on YouTube. So if you guys want to see that, thumbs up the video, and I'll definitely do that for you guys tomorrow. But these cards will be cheaper. Your budget for 70,000 coins or 75,000 coins got extended to 80,000 coins. And as of right now, we are over budget. You just got to go ahead and wait just a little bit while Jamie and your team will get back on track. But other than that, your team's pretty cool, man. Just a lot of, like, you built your team pretty cool, man. Just one guy I'm not really a big fan of was just Joe Hayden being in the slot, but everything else was pretty much great. But that's all I got for you guys right now. I'm gonna give a huge shout out to Jamie W. Thanks for submitting your team build instructions as well as taking pics of your lineup, because your team's actually pretty good. Like, it's built pretty well, man. It's nice to see dudes who know how to build teams. Like, this is actually a pretty amazingly built team before I even got my hands on it, man. Like, you had guys out here that made sense. You had guys that are getting covered. Like the back, for example, he has Darian Stewart out here at free safety, and he wants a guy with more coverage ability. He'll sub in McCourty. He has Landon Collins out here who's good down inside the box. Same thing with Will Hill, same thing with Jimmy Ward. These guys aren't the fastest, these two, but they're good in run support. Like, his team is built amazingly, and it's nice to see some people out here who actually know what they're doing. Now, I'm not gonna, it's kind of a sneak diss. I'm not saying a lot of you guys know what you're doing, but I see some of y'all's teams and y'all just be having dudes out here that make no sense. Guys that got 99 pass block, and then the guy next to have 99 run block. Like, it's completely weird, but this dude's team is built pretty amazingly well. So hopefully you guys enjoy. If you guys want another one of these tomorrow, I'll bring it out, man. I'm not gonna actually like goal. You guys crushed the likes in the last video like 2 days ago or 3 days ago or 4 days ago, whenever this goes up, and I did not give you guys the video that next day, so I apologize. So I'll come back out tomorrow, as well as I'll be doing a pack opening, as well as, who knows, maybe some more gameplay. Hope y'all enjoyed. Peace.